What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new video of the FPL differentials covering Game Week 10's possible differentials and people under the 5% radius I think could score well. Now, yes, same shirt as a video posted for the preview and the review, simply because I'm recording all the same day. So, wearing the same shirt. That answers that question. Let's get on with the differentials, and for the first time ever, we're going to skip the goal list because I couldn't find any, so move on to defenders. And we're going to start off with Arsenal's Mustafi. Mustafi comes in at £6 million. He is selected by just 1.6% of people. And in fact, everyone is below. Oh, actually, no, Callum Wilson. Spoiler alert, Callum Wilson's in here. But he's got 22 points in the last 5 game weeks. His next 5 look like Sunderland away, Tottenham at home, Man United away, Bournemouth at home, and West Ham away. Pretty tough set 5, but this is Arsenal, a team that is renowned for getting clean sheets. You look at Arsenal's previous clean sheet records over the seasons. They've averaged at least, I think, 12 or 13 above every single season. That's a phenomenal record, so you know clean sheets are going to come. And for £6 million is a small price if you want Czech, but he's more selected. You've also got Monreal, who is more selected, I think just below the 5% mark. Either way, Mustafi looks a good bet. Bit pricey, but he'll get clean sheets. Next up, we have got a Chelsea defender. Now, this one is Marcos Alonso, and I put him in there last week, I'm pretty sure, just to check. Yes, I did put him in there last week, only one returning from last week, and I've always said, or I've tried to make sure I don't put people in, every week, but he's not really going up in ownership percentage, and I don't know why. He's a fantastic, fantastic looking player for FPL, and it's 0.3% selecting with a next 5 are Southampton away, Everton at home, Middlesbrough away, Tottenham at home, Man City away. It is, the ending looks a bit hard. There is games where you think, could go either way, but in the end of the day, when he's been on the pitch in the league for Chelsea, they have not conceded a goal. At the end of Arsenal in the last 3 games, they've not conceded a goal, and they have played against the champions. They have played against, he was on the pitch against Arsenal. They have played against Man United, a full 90 against Man United and Leicester. And they haven't just played easy teams. They've played some tough teams, and when he's been on the pitch, they've looked more solid somehow. But he looks a brilliant prospect. He's in my team, and I definitely think he should be in yours. Moving on to midfield, we've got Leroy Sané, who looks a fantastic bet if Man City starts scoring. Now, he got the assist in the 1-1 draw against Southampton. Would have been a win, but John Stones. Alas, we are here. Man City without a win in 5, hoping to end that in the League Cup, EFL Cup, whatever you want to call it. Sané comes in, valued at £7.6 million. That's about 0.2% of people. Got 12 points in his last 5 games. Worth noting that it's not very good, but he's really been on the fringe. He's only started the last 2 games, I believe, and he's looking at the next 5. West Brom away, Middlesbrough at home, Crystal Palace away, and Burnley away. Those are 4 games where you think City could go run right in those games. You just don't know what's going to happen. And of course, Chelsea at home, as we know from Marcos Alonso's 5th game, it's a tough game, that one. But the first 4 I mentioned are absolute point scorers, and I think Sané could blitz in all 4 of them. Moving on, we've got another Chelsea player, and it's Nemanja Matic. Now, it's a strange one. I had him in the team, or had him in my preview. That all these have made it into the preview. It's just a more in-depth look at each one of them. But Matic has grabbed 5 assists this season, and sort of got under the radar for FPL. He's got a higher select percentage than I thought. He's valued at £5 million, selected by 3.1% of people. But that is being said that people just select them because he's a cheap Chelsea midfielder, and people aren't really that knowledgeable about football and how points are scored in FPL. You saw it with Wanyama and Eric Dyer was a ridiculous select percentage at the start of this season because he scored well last season, moved into midfield, and another one was N'Golo Kante, who scored ironically at the weekend. But Matic looks a real good prospect if he continues getting assists. Now, that is if Chelsea don't change anything. I think Willian's got to come back into the team. Question is, where is Oscar going to play if he gets back into the team starting wise? Where is Fabregas going to play? They've got pretty set out, and with the role that Matic plays now, allows him to get a bit further forward, and it also means that if you're looking at attacking wise, if he gets the ball ready to pass it to anyone, he has got a striker of 2 wingers next to him, which is probably Hazard and Pedro. He's also got Alonso down one side. He's got Kante over moving forward down the in the centre with him. You've got I've forgotten his name. I was about to say John Oben Mikel. Victor Moses, that's the one. Victor Moses down the other side looks a real good prospect. I think £5 million is well worth a risk. Took longer than expected because I couldn't remember Moses' name. Took a long time on Nemanja Matic, but we get one last striker, and this is the last person for the video, Callum Wilson. Now a Bournemouth striker, valued at £6.5 million, slated by 4.7 people, and scored 22 points in his last 5. He's about average, but he is a striker that is, looking like a decent bet for the season. His next 5: Middlesbrough away, Sunderland at home, Stoke away, Arsenal away, and Liverpool at home. They look like tough fixtures. I think 4 out of 5 of them are relatively easy though. You've got Middlesbrough away, conceded quite a few goals this season. Sunderland at home, need I say more. Stoke away, you could get going. You could try and force Stoke back into the early Stoke days of this season. Arsenal away is a real tough one. I don't see them getting anything from that. But Liverpool at home, let's concede goals to Liverpool, so who knows where they'll be at that point. Callum Wilson's like a really good bet, and for £6.5 million, he's a real good differential. But that is that this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. And that was really fast. I'd like to see what a voice detector would have put that down as Microsoft Word, just princesses and fairies and random words and shit like that. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And what differentials are you looking at to bring into your team this week? Thank you all for watching. Have a good game week, and peace.